Treehouse Pirates past noon. We read chapter 1 yesterday, so today we're going to read chapter 2 and chapter 3. The Bright Blue Sea. Jack felt hot sunlight streaming into the treehouse. He smelled salt water. He heard the sound of waves. He and Annie looked out the window. The treehouse was in a palm tree. Beyond was a bright blue sea. A tall sailing ship was on the horizon. It was just like the picture in the book. "Too late," squawked Polly. "Look," said Annie. Polly was flying in circles above the treehouse. Then she swooped down to the ocean. "Come on, let's follow her." "Let's go in the water," said Annie. She took off her raincoat and dropped it on the floor. "Wait, we have to study the book first," said Jack. He started to reach for the book, but Annie grabbed it. "You can read it on the beach," she said. Without even looking at the cover, she shoved the book back into Jack's backpack. He sighed. "Actually, the water did look wonderful." "Okay," Jack said. He took off his raincoat too. "Come on," Annie handed Jack his backpack, then started down the ladder. Jack folded the raincoat and put it next to the stack of books. He put on his backpack. Then he went down the ladder. As soon as Annie hit the sand, she ran towards the ocean. Jack watched her wade into the water. She was still wearing her rain boots. "Your boots, Annie," Jack called. She shrugged. "They'll dry out," she said. Jack took off his boots and his socks. He put them beside his pack. Then he rolled up his jeans and ran across the hot sand into the waves. The water was warm and clear. Jack could see shells and tiny fishes. He shielded his eyes against the sun and peered out at the sea. The tail sailing ship seemed a bit closer. "Where's Polly?" said Annie. Jack glanced around. No sign of Polly. Not in the palm trees, not in the sunlit sand, not over the bright blue sea. When Jack looked out at the sea again, the ship seemed even closer. Now Jack could see its flag. He stared at the ship's flag. A chill went through him. The flag was black with a skull and crossbones. "Oh man," he breathed. He stared out at the water. "What's wrong?" said Annie. She splashed after him. Jack ran to his backpack. Annie followed. He grabbed the book from his book bag. He looked at the cover. For the first time, he and Annie read the title of the books. "Yikes," said Annie. "Pirates of the Caribbean," Jack read out loud. Chapter 3, 3 Men in a Boat. "We've come to the time of pirates," Jack said. "Pirates?" squeaked Annie. "Like in Peter Pan?" Jack flipped to the picture that showed the parrot, the sea, and the ship. He read the caption under the picture. 300 years ago, pirates raided Spanish treasure ships in the Caribbean Sea. He grabbed his notebook and pencil from his pack. He wrote, "Pirates in the Caribbean." He turned to the next page. There was a picture of a pirate flag. He read, the skull and crossbones flag was called the Jolly Roger. "Let's go," said Annie. "Wait," said Jack. "I want to make a drawing of the flag." He propped the pirate book in the sand. He started drawing the Jolly Roger flag. "Don't copy the picture in the book," she said. "Look at the real thing." But Jack pushed his glasses into place and kept drawing. "Jack, some pirates are getting into a rowboat," said Annie. Jack just kept drawing. "Jack, the boat's leaving the big ship," said Annie. "What?" Jack looked up. "Look," Annie pointed. Jack looked. He saw the rowboat coming towards the shore. "Run," said Annie. She started running towards the tree house. Jack jumped up. His glasses fell off. "Hurry," Annie called back to him. Jack went down on his knees. He felt for his glasses. Where were they? Jack saw something glinting in the sand. He reached for it. It was his glasses. He snatched them up. Then he threw his notebook and pencil into his pack. He put the pack on his back. He grabbed his boots and his socks, and he took off running. "Hurry, they're coming!" Annie was at the top of the rope ladder. Jack looked back at the sea. The pirates were closer to the shore. Suddenly, Jack saw the pirate book. In all the confusion, he had forgotten it. It was still propped in the sand. "Oh man, I forgot the book," he said. He dropped his socks and boots below the treehouse. "Come on, Jack," Annie shouted. "I'll be right back," Jack called. "I've got to get the book." "Jack, forget it." But Jack was already running towards the water. Jack grabbed the book. "Come back," Annie shouted. Jack shoved the book into his book bag. Suddenly, a giant wave carried the rowboat right onto the beach. "Run, Jack," shouted Annie. 3 big pirates splashed onto the sand. They had knives in their teeth. They had pistols in their belts. They charged towards Jack. "Run, Jack, run!" cried Annie. And tomorrow we will start with chapter 4, Vile Booty. Thank you. See you tomorrow.